What I'm trying to tell you is that how we create an adoption at 1inch for institutionals, being permissionless space and doing much more than probably usual protocol of the aggregation or AMM in the space. This is yeah. And this presentation, thanks. This presentation will be all about the DeFi risks that exist in the space. Will be about the 1inch shell solution, which we created as something that we can mitigate the risk. We think we can mitigate the risk with DeFi, and we can sell it as an API as well to institutionals or other DeFi players. And the last one is the insights on how to straighten security DeFi from 1inch. So the first one, the first risk, main risk of we identify and in DeFi is a smart contract exploit, which is all about the poorly audited contracts almost all the time. Sorry, I have just too many tools with me. Second one is market manipulation. Is all about usually the sandwich attacks or front running. The next is wallet exploitation, which is phishing, malware, compromisation of private keys. Second is fourth is actually the supply chain attacks. Is usually like hacked libraries when you mean be the victim of integrating them, and anonymous abuse. Anonymous abuse is something probably the previous panel was discussing the most, is when the sanctioned and blacklisted wallets somehow trying using a platform in one way or another. Sorry for the mic. Yeah, and at 1inch we have the security philosophy of always have security as a commitment with the layers of protection and collaborative defense. The partners we are working with at the moment is the Ethereum Labs, Zero Shadow, Hypernative, and Blockade, and this is what I'm trying to say. What you're trying to say that is that 1inch security is the backbone for all the 1inch products. And what is interesting about the 1inch security is, the previous panel that we're discussing the problem of the Ethereum Labs chain analysis elliptic were not being very effective identifying, giving different information on data, not going probably deep enough to checking on the hops to the sanctioned, blacklisted, or malicious address. What we are creating with 1inch, which usually the pain for the users, because the users are sometimes the victims of being blacklisted, is that we try to go as many hops as possible, even if it's like 100 hops to the sanctioned wallet address from the wallets that interacting with 1inch. We are identifying that and we are blacklisting that. Always, sometimes we have false positives and we work it out all the time. But with the set of tools that I will elaborate on the next slide, we try to make the use of them as much as possible. We do not rely on the fact that we just integrate Ethereum Labs and it will, close all our headaches or all our problems with risk compliance. What we do, we have a set of tooling and we create internal product development inside 1inch that actually help with the blacklisting and smart contract interaction to prevent user not to manipulate the use as well. Because one of the main problems of all those AML toolings that are in the space that you can integrate, help you enable your security in the space, is that they may be false positive, or you may rewrite as a coder to bypass them. And this is the advanced security measure that we created at 1inch at the moment, that works in a way that preventing the use of the illicit users of the 1inch products to maximum extent, in a way that we are rewriting, we always improving front and back ends. So the users who are interacting with 1inch, they cannot rewrite the code and bypass AML toolings. we have also the 1-inch rabbit hole product for the, I don't know if you know, but actually at 1-inch we have two swap modes. The first one is legacy classic mode. It's what we're famous for. We do routing among all the liquidities in the space. And second is fusion mode. With Fusion Plus, it's a cross-chain and intent protocol that helps you interact directly with the market makers or resolvers. And for to secure users from any market manipulation, the extinguish of front-running attacks, we have a rabbit hole product who runs at a legacy mode, and we have Fusion and Fusion Plus that is by design protecting users from any market manipulation, which can be happening in the space by interacting with DEXs. What is also interesting to the first point on the left on the security checks and swap surveillance is that we are working on the call data is smart contract security. Means that when user interact with the front end of 1-inch to request a swap, we are not asking an API. We are working on this solution right now not to ask an API from the database. So user can then exchange the wallets and basically use it as a malicious actor. We're implementing security layer of defense that will be checking, that will be give approve for the wallet to swap for the wallet who is asking for the request call data to swap in the end without any chance of manipulation, which is a bit increasing the gas cost for the transaction in the end, but create a better security for the product in general. Wallet screening. What we do at 1-inch, we are creating a super database of all the block lists in the space. So we work with Serum Labs, Hypernative. We work with law enforcement. We have our own block listing team. We're purchasing block lists from different areas, from different places with Solidus Labs, from Crystal. And what we do, we aggregate the block listing activities of databases in the space to screen against, always when user is coming, and asking for the swap. And why is it advanced? Is that because I don't know also if you know, but 1-inch is also a dev portal product. We sell a bunch of APIs, different kind of APIs. And on our APIs, especially on our swap APIs, works Coinbase, Binance, Trust Wallet, Exodus, many prominent players. And how our wallet screening system works is that if we block the wallet centrally at 1-inch backend, this blacklisting activity goes and do not let interact Coinbase user with Coinbase wallet because they're using our APIs. So by being active in the wallet screening space, we actually help DeFi in general be more secure. Our internal security team working, which is zero shadow and internal people, in-house people working 24/7 across the globe to always improve and update the wallet screenings to keep the space as much safe as possible. We have user-centric security features such as depth scanning, malicious token detection, transaction simulation, validation for 1-inch wallet to identify risk before you're signing something. You're always reading that before execution. We have geofence and VPN detection. So basically, we are geofencing all the sanctioned countries that might be accessing 1-inch products and not let them use the website. We have VPN analytics that analyze all the VPN use that accessing 1-inch and preventing that from the use of 1-inch, mainly because of our strategy, not giving bad actors or hidden IP data actors use 1-inch. We have bot detection, which is anti-market manipulation for front running, scalping, real-time detection, behavioral analytics data, and the last one, which we're working on, which is one of probably the prominent developments of 1-inch, is device fingerprinting. What it is and why is it can be adaptable for the banks and the institutional industry in general. is that we are basically creating the user profile in the backend. So we work with the company Sardine and Innerworks to integrate SDKs that will be extracting as much data as possible from any login to the one-inch interface. Means we are right now extracting some data which is limited, but with those kind of integrations, we will be possible to instruct the very sensitive data of the users that we can potentially use in the future to prevent, trying to follow the bad actors, or even building the QRC profile on the back. We call it virtual profiles, and with the help of DeFi's fingerprinting, and also gives you the precise location of the user sometimes, who is even the user you want, one-inch UI, one-inch products. And as a result of all of that, recommendation for DeFi security insights. The last point I wanted to make is, always do your regular audit smart contracts. Is actually, the main strength of one-inch. I think so far we did around almost up to 20 security audits with many prominent security providers in the space, including Hakan. And this is what helped one-inch to be, one of the most secure platform in the space. As it's basically non-breakable. We have some small accident recently we've been public about. But generally, this is the main point. What helps you to be secure and keeps your user in a secure way. The other one is implement the layers of security measures and be creative with that. So as now again, as previous speakers said, you have many security toolings, all of them messy, all of them might be ineffective, all of them might give you wrong data, but it's up to you in the end on how you all implement them and how you will manage them as a back office, or structure the use of them, or just rid of that. Next one is advanced simulation tools for user transparency. Is one of our partners for that is a Blockade. Blockade is a great tool to help user know what they are signing on, what they're committing to in the blockchain space by validating their transactions. AML CFT compliance frameworks is something that no one tells you, we have no rules, we have no playbooks of DeFi. No one cares about you. There is just enforcement that comes one day, and that's it. But you should be proactive. You should build yourself. We have, as a permissionless space, robust AML CFT frameworks with the chief compliance officer, Hedy, that's working as a bank sometimes, without even having traditional compliance books or frameworks in place. But again, creativity to how we can robust the space with the rules that we know can enhance security in DeFi. And the last one, collaboration. Collaboration is our key point to make all of that happen. Collaboration in the end helped us to achieve many things. Recently we actually measuring, we're not measuring the efficiency completely at the moment. We just work with blocking. We do not really work on the false positive data we're receiving, because we don't yet have time for that. Analytics to check the on one-inch security is not that robust right now, but collaboration is the key. And one fun thing, like 2 months ago, we even received the official gratitude from the US government on helping them and of preventing some illicit activity with what's happening with the US Treasury. This is one of our greatest achievements so far. But collaboration with the law enforcement, with partners in space, with governments, is something that will bring in the end, this security framework or one-inch shield that we actually also selling as API, as this, this knowledge we gained through all those years to the outside. Yeah, thank you.